Most of you who are depressed and nihilistic and disillusioned with life, you get a little bit of challenge, you get a little bit of failure, and immediately you go into this catastrophizing negative thinking about, oh, it's not gonna work, and I failed, and oh my God, what am I gonna do? And all this is bullshit, all this advice is it doesn't work. You need to be the exact opposite of that. See, you get challenged, you face your fears, you fail, and then you get even more excited. Because now it's like, I failed, that means there's a learning lesson here for me that I could improve upon. What books can I go read? What coaches can I go hire? Who can I talk to? What advice can I get that will help me to face this particular challenge and overcome it and to learn the lesson I need to learn to be good at this challenge for the rest of my life, to extinguish this fear forever? This is the attitude of a winner versus a loser.
Procrastination. I'm not gonna try and change who you are as an individual. I don't know you. Have fun staying poor. I don't know your genetic makeup. If you were a warrior, you wouldn't be asking that question. So you're either going to become a warrior, or you need to adopt the ways of a warrior, or you need to accept your position in life, which is just to suffer the pain of being a loser forever.
When you go through challenges like that, you're more powerful than ever. And see, one of the keys to life is to take on deliberate challenges. Because here's the thing you have to understand is that life will challenge you no matter what. Life is fucking difficult. And life gets really fucking difficult. You know when life gets the most difficult? Is when you don't have the intrinsic motivation anymore to get out of bed in the morning. That's when life becomes actually the most difficult.
There's a sacrificial element in maturation, right? You have to sacrifice the pluripotentiality of childhood for the actuality of a frame. And the question is, well, why would you do that? Well, one reason is it happens to you whether you do it or not. You can either choose your damn limitation, or you can let it take you unaware when you're 30, or even worse, when you're 40. And then that is not a happy day.
So whether you undertake challenge or you don't, you're gonna be challenged. But when you undertake challenge consciously, the challenge is meaningful for you. Whereas when the challenge is not something you consciously choose, but it is foisted upon you just by external circumstances, then you're not gonna be really motivated to deal with the challenge, and you're just gonna be kind of like avoiding the challenge, and you're gonna be begrudging the challenge. The challenge will come your way, and you're gonna be like, oh, why did God put this challenge in front of me? And you're gonna feel resentful about it. Whereas if you undertake a challenge consciously, like you wake up tomorrow morning and say, you know what? I'm gonna run a mile today. I'm gonna run a mile in 10 minutes. That's the challenge I set for myself. Now, is there any reason I have to? No. Am I gonna die if I don't do it? No. Am I gonna lose my job if I don't do it? No. Am I gonna look really awesome and ripped if I do it? No. Am I gonna lose 10 pounds? No. So why would I do it? Well, fundamentally, because what else is there to do in life? What is there to do? Why are you here? Are you here just to stay alive physically? If that's all you're here for, then like you've set the bar so low that you can't get inspired by anything.
I agree with what they're both saying on a very, very practical level. Me and Andrew were talking about this on the day. Is be imperfect on purpose, man. Like I always tell people, like, shoot the fucking gun, shoot. And as long as you're aiming in the general direction you're supposed to, no matter what you do, the first time you shoot that gun, you're going to have to adjust the scope. So shoot the fucking gun so you know how far you're off. Every business pivots. Every workout plan is going to pivot. Everything is going to change. You have to shoot the gun to know how far you're off, and then you start honing it in, and then you actually have a little bit of positive momentum that'll get your ass up and going. So shoot the fucking gun, miss on purpose, be imperfect on purpose, take action over everything, because you're never going to do it perfect anyway. So just go.
And when you're not inspired, you're literally disconnected from the spirit of life. And then, yeah, by definition, you're depressed. Everything is meaningless to you. Because guess what? Survival is meaningless. If all you're doing is you're just putting in empty calories into your body to keep it going for one day, and then you repeat that the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and that's all you're doing your whole life, then yeah, and then where does that end? It ends in your death, and then eventually all of that was, you asked the question like on your deathbed, well, what was it all about? Why did I eat all this empty calories? Well, just to get to the point where I'm dead? Well, that was kind of pointless. Yeah, exactly. So, but then you're like, well, what's the point of life? Well, Leo, so is the point of life to build something up, to like build up $1 billion? But then on my deathbed, I could wonder like, well, but if I have $1 billion in my bank account and I can't take it with me, I'm gonna die and I can't use it all, then that was pointless too. Yes, exactly. But then you're like, well, so then Leo, everything is pointless. So then I should do nothing. No, that's wrong. What isn't pointless is to construct your own point by setting challenges for yourself and being creative and using that creativity to connect with the beauty of consciousness in the present moment. That that kind of conscious living is meaningful. And it has a point. It is its own point. It's not something you do to get some reward in the afterlife. It is its own reward.
Truly, like if you put effort into the universe, I think it's Newton's second law, right? Equal and opposite force. People always say, oh, I wish I had something to work on. You could work hard on anything. It can be the most jackass thing. You can work hard on, I don't know, fucking whittling twigs. But if you truly work your ass off, it's difficult for it to have a negative impact on your life. Maybe you'll end up with an Instagram page, the best Instagram page on twig whittling. And who knows, right? My point is that it's very hard to find truly negative energy that's directed in a semi-positive direction. It's hard to say I'm working my ass off at X and it's made my life worse. You know, you're not doing anything, and you're asking the question, hoping I'm going to give you some magical answer that's going to allow you to be motivated forever.
So you're going to be challenged either way. It would be a lot better if you chose your challenges rather than having them choose you. So the secret to fulfilling life is choose challenges that are aligned with your top values, that are going to create for meaningful challenges that you accept willingly. See, there's a difference. Understand there's a difference between like walking down a dark alley at night and getting mugged by some hoodlums and getting into a street fight with them. You didn't choose that, right? You were just walking. You didn't want to fight. And they just kind of like sucker punched you from behind in a dark alley. That doesn't feel so good. That's not fulfilling. You're just surviving there like an animal in that situation. Versus, for example, telling yourself, you know what? I'm going to become the world's best martial artist or boxer, and I'm going to enter a boxing ring. Now, do I have to enter a boxing ring? No. Am I going to die if I don't enter a boxing ring? No. Is it even going to make me like rich to enter a boxing ring? Maybe it won't. You know, most boxers aren't very rich. But I'm gonna choose that kind of life anyway. I'm going to challenge myself to be the best boxer I can be. And you do that, and as you do that, you enter the ring deliberately. You don't have to, but you do it. You're doing it consciously. Right? And when you're boxing in the ring consciously of your own choice, no one's holding a gun to your head, forcing you to be there. That's when you can fall in love with boxing as an art.